Well, hello to all of my sunflower and diamond friends. Wow, we got through another week, and would you believe this is April's almost done? It's unreal. It's just flying by again. So, by the way, I'm Jackie Williams, Sunflower and Diamonds, and I live in Kansas. So, first of all, I start my videos with a prayer card. So, today's prayer is, but may the righteous be glad and rejoice before God. May they be happy and joyful. Psalm 68:3. So, there we go. And then I usually have that as my cover on my YouTube channel for the WIP and chat. Oh my goodness. So, how is everyone doing? I'm actually doing pretty good. Let's see, this week's been not too bad. I must say, not too bad. Later today, I'm going to Great Bend to go see my godchildren, and we're going to Deaf Club. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun filled evening. But before I do that, and before I get to my diamond painting, I gotta show you what I got at Hobby Lobby. Yep, I stopped at Hobby Lobby during my lunchtime. First of all, I found me another pair of pajama pants. And, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Can you see? Can you see? It has Snoopy on with a cowboy hat. This one he has a roping uh, thing. And then let me see if I can find one. That's along the seam there. Yeah, go figure. He's on a stick horse. That's what I'm looking for. Well, anyway, and then being at Hobby Lobby, I found some things. This is something new. Diamond dots. I don't know. Has anybody else seen this? It's an iron-on dot. So you get Snoopy, it says Peanuts, and you have Woodstock. You get two. So let me open it to show you guys what it's like. And it was $7.99. So I'm going to have to figure out what I want to put it on. If I want to put it on a t-shirt, which I think I probably will. It got stuck here. Hold on. So yeah. And it's funny, when I went through to checkout to get checked out, even the lady said, oh, I've never seen this before. I said, me neither. So you get the tray and the pen and some wax. And then you got the diamonds here. You get black, yellow, and white, which, I mean, there isn't too much. And then here it is. It says Peanuts. And I thought, yeah, Snoopy's in the back here. Okay, hold on. Let me open this up. Okay. Well, okay, here we go. Here's two Woodstock and Peanuts, and you diamond dot it, and there's Snoop. So that will look cool. So there's only 3 colors. So you will have your white, black, and yellow. Okay, and then you can iron it on. Here, let me read the instructions here, and let's just see. You pre-wash and air dry a cotton or cotton mix fabric. Do not use fabric softener. Place article on ironing surface. Position clear transfer sheet on garment. Place thin cloth over transfer. Preheat iron to cotton setting. Iron sections for 90 to 120 seconds minimum per section. Apply firm pressure when ironing. Remove thin cloth. Do not touch the transfer sheet after ironing. Let transfer cool to room temperature. When transfer has cooled to room temperature, slowly and gently peel the transfer sheet away from fabric. Transfer is ready to dot. Keep garment flat. Avoid touching dotting surface. I'll be darned. So then you protect with a clear film between dotting sessions. So you iron it on and then you can dot it. Okay. Refer to symbol key. Pick up diamonds with stylus. Decorate your transfer with diamond dots. Wait 48 hours before washing. Turn garment inside out. Okay, well, I will definitely have to get me a t-shirt, which isn't that hard because all you do is purchase one at Hobby Lobby. So yeah, that is cool. I'm so glad I seen that. All right, let me quick stick this in. Whoops, whoops, whoops. All right. Let's flip this around so I know that there's two in here. I don't know when I'll do this, so. It wouldn't take that long to do. I mean, first you have to get it ironed onto your shirt, and then put the dots on, and then you can wear it. That is awesome. I tell you what, they sure are coming out with a lot of diamond dotty things we can do, and I appreciate that a lot. All right, so, whoa, my hand has a mind of its own. So, yep. Okay, we may just lay this off to the side. I'll stick it in later. Now, the other thing I found was this Studio Delight, which is Hobby Lobby's brand. I found this butterfly, but the background is flocked. I know Diamond Dots has some, but I didn't realize, where's my little pokey thing? I didn't know that Hobby Lobby also had this, so that's kind of cool. Okay. So let me open this. I gotta do this. It's like, I was gonna put it back. I thought, I really don't need it. Oh, gosh, doggies. Well, maybe when I get my steamer, I can steam that. See that? It got kind of bent there. It's not in no plastic. I need to put it in plastic. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow, wow. Wow. Okay, those are the diamonds. Huh. Well, that is different. Okay, so you get the tray, pen, wax. Get a sticker sheet. And then it comes with the color graph. This is paper, which is different. Which is different. Okay, so let me put that there. And then, oh, let me see. Oh, yep, it's flocked. And then this is the butterfly. Isn't that beautiful? It's going to be so colorful. So yeah. How many colors does it have? 27. Okay. So yeah, when I reordered me a new steamer, but the steamer I'm getting it off of TikTok. So let me put this. But yeah, this is, I don't know what this is for, but you know, hey, it's almost like it should be an iron-on, and you can iron it onto something, to another something, and diamond on it. I don't know. Huh. Okay. And then the diamonds, they are colorful. Wow. Blue, purple, black, red, a pink, like a darker pink, orange, yellow, green, red. So yeah, that is colorful. Let me turn this around so you can see it. There you go. See that? So that'll be pretty once to get a doing. Don't know when. But I will have to do that. That's pretty. I like it. Okay, let's see if I can re-roll this and take the wrinkle out. I'm sorry, you need to put this in a plastic sleeve to help protect it. I know you want to save on all the filler stuff, but personally, diamond painting, I think you need that. Protect it, put it in a protective sleeve, the plastic. So yeah, there we go. And let me see. I think this was $5.99. Yeah, $5.99 at Hobby Lobby. So there you go. All right. Let me move this stuff over here and let me get a sip of water. Cool water. And I'm going to ask if you guys would send prayers. We're supposed to have rain later today. And we really, really need it. Our, the crops are okay. My sister, who's married to a farmer, said, excuse me, got an itch on my ankle all of a sudden. There may not be a wheat harvest. It just depends. There are a lot of things that factor into it. Uh-oh. Seeing a square came off of my thing here. To figure out why. Huh. All right. So anyway, so if you could send prayers for rain, Kansas would really appreciate. Eastern Kansas has gotten a lot of rain. They've had tornadoes. We don't want a tornado. We just want the rain. So, and no hail. No hail, because that's not good for the crops. So if you guys could just pray for rain, that would be awesome. Because like I said, we really need it. The ponds are dry. A lot of ponds don't have water in them. And the pastures where they put their cows out into, they're green, but not as green as they should be. So yeah, we need the rain. So if you could all say a prayer that Kansas here in the middle and western Kansas more towards Colorado will get rain, we would greatly appreciate it. Okay. All right, let's get into this. And let me move you. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. I don't mean to. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let me see if I can move my chair over. I need to figure out my light rain here. The light sure wobbles. Okay, so I'm right in this area here. So, I hope everyone is doing wonderful. I am. It's just, I don't know, it's just been kind of an off week for me. Something happened to a good friend of mine. She had passed away. I don't know, Sunday I just had something going on that I was thinking about her a lot. And she lived in Montana. And so Monday I sent her a message and just said, hey, I'm thinking of you. I hope you're doing well. And Tuesday, her sister replied back through her phone saying that she had passed away on Sunday. And she had been in the hospital for 4 weeks. And she had cancer, and it just... So, yeah. So, she was my same age as me, 59. I was 2 weeks older than her. So, yeah, it was kind of a complete shock to me. I found out in the morning and kind of the rest of the day, I just really didn't want to be at work. I wanted to go home, but unfortunately I couldn't, so... I maybe could have, but then I would have been here at home not doing much of anything. So it's like, nah, just stay at work. Just think about her and send her good thoughts, even though she's passed away. So, and her sister said that my friend didn't want a funeral or anything because I didn't know if they were going to bury her there in Montana or if they were going to bring her back to Kansas because she was from Kansas. Back in, I think it was 2016, she moved to Montana because that's what she, where she wanted to go, which is fine. So anyway, she's going to be cremated, and then her sister told me that once the mountains get warm, they will go ahead and take her ashes up there and spread them. So I did ask, I said, when you do that, I said, would you just let me know that you did it? I said, I'd just like to, and she said, sure. She said it was no problem. And she did give me her phone number, and she told me her name, which I don't know her real well. I just knew her from, her sister, the one who passed. So, and their parents, the last I knew, the mom was in a nursing home, and I think they were trying to get the dad to go there too. But I wasn't able to ask because then I think it was Tuesday night, or was it Wednesday? Her sister said they were going to go ahead and shut off her phone, which, made sense. And that's why she gave me her cell phone number and her name. So, but yeah, it was just a shock to me. So, and she had told me back last year in the summer that, she had cancer and everything. And it was well advanced because she said it was stage 4. So anyway, so that was kind of my beginning part of the week, and it just kind of hung with me because she was a very good person. She worked at the children's center with me. I was a preschool teacher, and she was a para. In the preschool building, there were 2 rooms. So she worked in the other room as a para. But she was a nice lady, and we had went to a lot of child care classes together, so. But anyway, yeah, it was just, like I said, kind of an off week for me then. But things will start going along again. Like I said, this afternoon, we'll go to Hoisington, and then we'll go over to Great Bend because that's where our Deaf Club will be. And so then I'll get to see my little friends, so that'll be fun. And I bought them some stuff. I bought a bubble machine, a big bottle of bubbles, because what kid doesn't love bubbles, you know? So yeah. And then I went to Dollar Tree after work, and I found these little ducks. So they were really cute, colorful. So yep, they'll enjoy that. Then I got them some candy and little odds and ends. Whoops. Oh, there you are. That was good. Can't say I've ever had that happen. A diamond fell off and it just landed right where I could see it. Okay, where did you go? Oh, right here. All right. I want to make sure I know what I was doing. That would not be good. Oh, we need to go on our alphabet journey. I think we got up to L. So, let me finish this. Okay, what is it? 844. So it's the line with the circle. Okay, yep. All right, hold on. I wasn't paying attention that I needed to. Let me move you back here. Whoa, hello. Okay, we need to do our alphabet. So we'll just go ahead and go, and then we'll add. Let's see if I do. Yep, we'll do 5 next letters. Okay, so if this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, and L. Okay, now we'll continue on with the next 5. We have M. You just make a 3, then just bring them down over your thumb. Then N is you make a 2, and you bring it down over your thumb. Okay, and O, just, O. Then P, it's the K, but it goes down. So there's P. Then Q, which is the G, but you take it down. So then you got it like so, Q. And then R, crossing your fingers. Yeah, it's MNOPQ. We'll just stop right there. We don't want to overdo it. So we'll do this again. M, so you make a 3 and you bring it down. And then a 2, bring it down, and you got N. So you can kind of see that? You got right there. Here, here, then up, then down. M, then N, then O, then P, which is K turned upside down. P, Q is G, but turn it down. Q. And then, oh, wait, Q. That's it. Yeah. L, M, N, O, P, Q. But R. So there you go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, and Q. So there you have it. Pretty simple. But I know it can get difficult. So yeah. And that's another thing I got to do when I'm done with this whipping chat is I got to print off my assignments for the class I'm taking. Okay. Yep. I think she sent it out yesterday, kind of late. So I'll have to go get that printed off. And then last week, after having the Zoom class, my cousin's wife said it gets to be overwhelming. And I said, yes, it does. So I offered, oops, this one's done. What am I doing? I offered to teach her and her husband through Zoom just the basic signs. This lady, she's, well, how is it? She's teaching some things that are a little way too advanced right now. I think she should have done more simpler things. So I don't know what her thought process is, which is fine. So I told her, I said, I'll teach you and my cousin the simple things. And so she said, that would be awesome. So, and I think I'm going to take my laptop with me today. Oops, let me move this. And then that way we can maybe see if, we can connect, and then we'll know if we're doing this right or not. So, yeah. Okay. I want to do the percent. Percent is 371. Oh, I think this is it. Yep. So, yeah. We were supposed to have had a meeting Wednesday with the museum and Thursday, but both of those got canceled. I don't know why, but they did. So I didn't have to go to any meeting. Oh, and Thursday I went to a place that sells plants, and I wanted cucumber plants. I tried to start them from seed, but they didn't go on. So I went and purchased 4 plants, 2 each. That way they could hopefully, grow and produce. So Thursday evening after supper, I went out and planted them. Then I went and watered them. And that's another reason why we need rain. So our gardens can produce, our crops. So anyway, I watered it. And then yesterday morning before I went to work, I went and looked at it because as I come out my back door, it's kind of right over here. And so I quick walked there before I went to my car and looked, and they were looking good. They had perked up. And that one plant, the leaves were starting to grow. So luckily I had a tomato kind of cage thing. So I stuck that in there and I started wrapping the cucumber plant around it. So hopefully that will help it. And I'm going to have to go get 3 more of those so I can put them around my other cucumbers. And then I have some radish seeds, and I should maybe this morning go out and do that. Go throw them in, because I read or Googled it, and they said radishes and cucumbers should be planted together. So I love radishes. So I'm going to do that because they say radishes help keep the, I think it's called a cucumber beetle or bug or something off of the cucumber plant, which is true because I know the last time when I had the cucumbers, there were a lot of bugs on there. So I want to plant some radishes. So, and that way if we get rain, that will maybe help the radishes grow. So yeah, I'll have to do that. Get them sprinkled in there and planted. I love going to those garden center things. The plants are all so beautiful. So, and you can see my U.S. Hero is coming along really nice. Yeah, I sent back that other steamer that I purchased off of Amazon, and I went with this one that I seen on TikTok instead. So I'm kind of anxious. It's supposed to be here. I don't know if UPS here in Ellis County, if it delivers or if I'll have to wait until Monday. But I do know it's in Hayes at the UPS warehouse. So at least I know it's close by. So yeah. And then yesterday, well, actually it was, I think Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? I ordered a protein thing that, well, you can find it at Walmart. It's called Levels Protein Powder. But I'm not always able to get out to Walmart, so I went on to their website and I placed an order. And I got a sample pack of vanilla, strawberry, and this double chocolate. And then I just got the double chocolate in, I think, a pound. And when it came, see, when I get it at Walmart, it comes in this container that's a pound. Well, for them to ship it, they just have it in a bag, which is fine. And it's like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. But like I said, it's okay. But I do know I'll probably get 5 pounds or a bigger bag of it, because I sure do like it. And that's my lunch this week. I had a couple times I had to take something, and then go figure I had to go do some errands on my lunch hour. And when I can just drink a drink when I'm driving, it works out better for me. So yeah. And it has a good flavor. I mean, the one I get is called double chocolate. I mean, you can't go wrong with double chocolate. Anything chocolate in my books, because I'm a chocoholic girl. So, always have and always will be. I just love chocolate. And my husband says, he just always shakes his head at me. It's like, well, I'm sorry. It's just what I like. I love my sweets. I know I'm a diabetic, but I eat things in moderation. I try not to overdo it. But I found out if I indulge in the sweet that I like and then just move on, I'm okay. So yeah. And that's what you got to learn to do. And I know there are a lot of people who love their sweeteners and everything, but no, I can't do the taste. It leaves an aftertaste. It's just, I'm sorry, it's gross. So, but like I always say, you do you and I do me, and we shall all be happy. So, yeah. Actually, every morning this week I've been able to diamond paint because in the evening I've been trying to do something else. But it was Wednesday and Thursday. I didn't get to work on this at all. By Friday, yesterday, we didn't go walk because my leg was telling me, you better not walk, you need to take a break. So I did. Plus, it was a little chilly yesterday morning, only 48 degrees. It's like, whew. The other mornings, it is kind of nice to go walking. And it's so quiet when we go because we usually go about 4:30 in the morning. I know, we're crazy, but you know what? You go 4:30 in the morning, the town is just kind of maybe getting awake. There's a few vehicles because people go to Hayes to work or wherever. But for the most part, it is simply just quiet, and that's what I love. And we don't go walk real far, except last week Sunday we did. We went a little further, and actually my leg felt really good. So that's why I told my husband, I said, if you're doing good with your back and I'm doing good with my leg, I said, let's do it. So we did. And it felt so good to walk again. But when we go at 4:30, we don't go the whole route that we used to before I hurt my leg so bad. Now we just go we stay closer to home. Put it that way. Because to explain it to you, you wouldn't know. So we'll just say we stay closer to home when we go walk early in the morning like that. So maybe eventually once it gets more like May or June, maybe June, we can go, try to go further. I just feel like right now I need to stay closer. So it works. It all works out. So, yep. Oh, where am I on time? Okay, not too bad. Oh, before I went to Dollar Tree, I had to go, it's a coffee place. It's called 7 Brew. I don't know if you guys have them. I know there's 7 Brew, there's Starbucks, Scooters and all that. Well, we have Starbucks. We actually have 2. There's a Scooters and then there's 7 Brew. Well, my sister, the one that's after me, she likes to go to 7 Brew, but she usually gets tea, which is fine. And then a couple times she had gotten a coffee thing, and she's given it to our mom. Because Mom loves coffee. She always has. And actually, when we were little, Mom would drink coffee, but she would already be making it cold, like for the summertime. And us kids, remember, we'd be outside playing, and we'd get thirsty, so she would let us just drink out of this. It was a pitcher. It wasn't, I don't remember. All I know, it was like a blue. And it had like a plastic thing. And then it slid into like a styrofoam thing. Okay. Well, like I said, she loved coffee. So she already made like iced coffee. we said maybe she invented it and she just didn't know. She should be paid for it. Anyway, so as kids, we would drink coffee then. And I remember, and it wasn't bad because, Mom made it the way she liked it. I don't think she made it real strong. I can't remember. I just remembered the pitcher that she put it in, and it would sit outside, and we, as kids, when we was thirsty, we'd go drink out of there and everything. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. So, 7 Brew, you can get gift cards. So my sister got her mom one. Even though Mom won't go get it, my sister will. She says, I'll just get her one every so often as a special treat. Which, that'll be good. Because my sister lives in the same town as Mom, so it all works out. Well, anyway, she had told her sons, she says, this is what I want for my Mother's Day. And my oldest nephew says, I'm not going to go there and wait in line and blah, blah, blah. So my sister, she texts me this, I don't know if it was Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. She says, do you love your nephews? I said, well, of course I love my nephews. Why? She says, well, would you help them get my Mother's Day gift? I said, I guess I can do that. And so, instead of me asking my nephews what they wanted to get Mom, I says, okay. I said, what is it you're wanting for your Mother's Day gift? Because that's how it rolls with them. You ask her, which is fine. She goes, I want a 7 Brew gift card. I'm like, oh, man. So then yesterday I was texting my older nephew. I said, okay. I said, I know what your mom wants for Mother's Day for Mother's Day. I said, do you want me to go get it for you? Because I know you don't want to. He said, yeah, if that's what you want to do. Well, no, not really, but I will because it's for you. So anyway, and then I told him, I said, you have to pay me back. I mean, I'll pay for it, but you need to pay me back. Because, it's like, I'm not getting that for your mom. This is something you're doing. And he said, yeah, fine. And so then I sent the youngest nephew a message. And he goes, oh, he already told me. I'm with him today. I thought, oh, okay. So, but I was surprised. She told me, she said, if you go probably at 4:30 when you get off of work, it probably shouldn't be all that busy. So I get there, and I thought, oh, yeah, it's not that busy. But actually, it wasn't. The line went really quick. And the gal, they come to there were ladies working, which is fine. Anyway, she comes to my car and she says, what can I get you? I said, well, all I need is a gift card. She says, oh, okay. She says, I'll go in and get it. And she says, just go ahead and pull up and we'll get you taken care of. So I stayed, I didn't pull up all the way. And she came out and she says, yeah, just go ahead and go up because you'll pay up here. And I said, oh, okay. So there was another gal who was the one taking the money and everything. And the one who was helping me, because she just wants a gift card. So she says, here, she says. And so the lady comes, she said, that'll be $25. So I had cash. She said, oh, okay. And so then she took it. And took my money. She said, okay, goodbye. And I was like, okay, that went really nice. It went quick. I like things like that. Not when you gotta sit there. Because I've seen their lines sometimes at 7 Brew. On a Sunday, Gary and I ate at Arby's, which is in the same vicinity as the 7 Brew. They're kind of across the street from each other. And oh my word, the line was very long. Let's just say that. I was like, ugh. I wouldn't mind trying it, especially because I know they have teas, and I love tea. So maybe someday I'll have to see what flavors, because I don't know anything about what kind of flavors they got of stuff, so. But if you guys have a 7 Ruth or something, a special drink you like, you need to let me know. Well, if it's coffee, maybe I'll give it a try. Especially if they're cold coffees. Oh my goodness, I'm thirsty. So anyway, our weather here has been actually nice, except we've been having the wind. Oh my goodness, let me tell you. Except for yesterday, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it was wind, but not like it has been. Not like when we get the 20-mile-per-hour wind, put it that way. When it's less than 20, it's really nice. It makes for a nice day. I came back from lunch and I told one of the guys in there, I said, "Oh, it is so nice out there." He says, "Oh, well, good." And then when he came back, he says, "Hey, you was right. It is nice out there." I said, "I know." I said, "And then we're stuck in the building." He said, "Yeah, I know that too." So, but it's okay. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this. Wait. There. It kind of just move around a little bit. There. All right. Whew. I tell you what. Let me trim this. First, let me put my glasses on. Whoops. Crazy ring light. I tell you what, guys. If you don't use a vacuum pen, you don't know what you're missing. Yes, the ones with the wax, they're okay. Don't get me wrong. I used them for a while. My thing was, a lot of times when I did it, the wax would be on my canvas, and I didn't care for that. I did use tweezers at first. That's very slow going. I have these here to help straighten out the diamonds. I know they do have some with the hose. I've not tried the hose. So, I mean, everybody has their own taste, but personally, I love this one. It has 2 settings, so I'll let you listen. That's the first setting. It's this one here. Then if you push this one again, it will take it up to there. So yeah, it is awesome. And then you just hold it and then it shuts off on its own. But I love this thing. I've been able to really get going on my diamond painting here, which I need to, because August 1st, well, actually next week, is it next week Saturday? No, next week Friday will be the 1st. And then I will be down to 3 months. June, July, August. So yeah, gotta get going. Gotta keep pushing through this. But then here in May, I'm going to have to tear all this down, because my brother-in-law comes home at the end of May because he has a class reunion to attend. So I'll have to pull all this down so I can put up a air mattress thing or whatever so he can sleep in this room, because upstairs it gets too hot. So yeah. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to say adios. I love you all, and I shall hopefully see you next week. I think so. I think it'll be okay. Today I didn't know because last night we went out to eat. Then we went grocery shopping, and by the time I got home, it was like, nope. And then I thought, well, I'll just have to get up and do it this morning. So here I am, and this will be posted for later for 2 o'clock. All right, we shall see you all. Bye.